Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda and today I have for you the Rip It or Ship It tag. At this point, I'm not entirely sure who the original tag creator is, but I'm going to leave a link to some of my favorite videos below, as quite a few of my favorite booktubers have done this tag already. So the point of this tag is I have a cup with a bunch of characters' names on it written on little pieces of paper. Each round I'm probably going to do 10 to 12 rounds. I don't remember how many names I wrote down, but I'm going to pick out two names and then decide whether I am going to ship them together or whether I am going to rip that ship. So let's get started. Round one. Got one and two. So my names are Wade Watts from Ready Player One and Sabriel from Sabriel, which is the Abortion trilogy written by Garth Nix. I think Wade is an interesting character. I really like him. I think I might actually ship these two together. Wade seems like a pretty interesting guy. He's got a lot of knowledge, and I think he might annoy Sabriel a little bit, but I think they might also have a lot of fun together. So I'm gonna ship this one. Round two. Oh. We have Maddie Whittier from Everything Everything and Anne Boleyn from the other Boleyn girl. I probably honestly wouldn't ship anybody with Anne Boleyn because she's not a very nice person in my mind, and I think Maddie needs somebody more caring and understanding of what she's going through. So I am going to rip this one. Round three. We have Louisa Clark from Me Before You and Artemis Fowl from the Artemis Fowl series. I think these are kind of two polar opposite people. Artemis is a very pretentious character, and he's extremely intelligent, but I think he needs somebody that will challenge him more on a mental note. Louisa, in my mind, she's more like fun-loving and caring, and I don't think they would work well together, so I am going to rip this one as well. Round four. We have Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice and Theo Decker from The Goldfinch. This is a tricky one. I obviously really like Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy together. But I also really like the character of Theo Decker. So this one's tricky too because they come from two like polar opposite time periods. I think they might work together though, so I think I'm gonna ship them. Round number five. Hi, puppy. We have Pip from Great Expectations and Peeta Mellark from The Hunger Games. This is really hard for me because Peeta Mellark was one of my biggest crushes, and I don't want to ship him with anyone except for Katniss or myself. But I also think that, especially with what Miss Havisham and her daughter put Pip through, that maybe he needs someone more understanding, and Peta is definitely that guy, so I think I'm gonna ship these two. Round number 6. Oh, speaking of Miss Havisham, we have Miss Havisham next from Great Expectations, and Anne Elliot from Persuasion. To me, Anne Elliot is really like the sounding board for most of the characters in Persuasion, which might be a good thing for Miss Havisham, but at the same time, I think she's too deep into her grief, her resentment, her everything else for anybody to be able to pull her out of that. So I'm gonna rip this one. Round number 7. We have Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games and Lisbeth Salander from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Oh boy. These are both pretty like kick butt chicks. And to me, I don't think they would be super opposing. I don't think either of them want to be quite the characters they are. They're just kind of thrown into those situations. So I think they might do well together. So I'm going to ship them. Round number 8. We have Nate Archibald from Gossip Girl and Lavender Brown from Harry Potter. It's been a while since I've read Gossip Girl, so I don't remember exactly how Nate's character was. If he wants someone to dote on him and love him and follow him around, Lavender would be really, really great. But at the same time, I think he's got enough family issues going on that he doesn't have the capacity to deal with Lavender's emotional clinginess. So I'm going to rip these two. Round number 9. We have Aragon from the Inheritance series and Augustus Waters from The Fault in Our Stars. I don't think these two would be too bad together, but I think they're just at completely polar opposite ends in their journeys. My dog doesn't like it, so I'm gonna rip it. So round number 10, and I think that's where I'm going to leave off on this one. We've got a couple extras, but I'll save them for another round later. So there we go. We have Gimli from The Lord of the Rings and Artemis from Ready Player One. I think both of these two characters are really good at like the banter back and forth between the people that they really care about. But I don't necessarily know if that would make a good relationship or more a good friendship. But I think I might ship them because why not? Love is love, and you know. So that is it for this tag. I had an even 5 ships and 5 rips. I think that these combinations were pretty funny. So let me know below if you have played this before and maybe what your funniest rip or ship partnership was. So I will speak with you in the comments until my next video.